Get ready for another episode of the Southern Rock Racing Series post-race show. The Southern Rock Racing Series UTV post-race show is brought to you by PRP Seats. And now, direct from the SRRS studios, here's your host.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Denny Downs with Rock Rigs TV.
And I'm Clyde Bynum with Southern Rock Racing.
All right, the UTV Championship Series Cup is brought to you by NCB Diesel.
Yep, the guys at NCB, they take care of the cup, and there's a lot of guys fighting for it this year.
Yeah, there is. That's for sure.
We started out with a season opener in the Southern Series this past weekend, and it's presented by ORB Fabrication.
Great. And we want to send a big thanks out to Tyler at Stony, Lonesome, and the crew for helping us. Man, it was a tremendous event. I mean,
those guys,
was it not?
Those guys put in a ton of work beforehand. Those guys helped us a lot, helped our staff, and helped make it go really smooth all weekend.
And then not to speak about the fans.
Yep.
I mean,
They made a lot of great viewing area for the fans. They put in a ton of work, made it look really good. So stay tuned.
We will be right back with the SRRS post-race show. Welcome back to the SRRS post-race show.
all right, the RCV recovery crew, they were there keeping the track clean, keeping the people safe. I mean, how hard did they really have to work this weekend?
This weekend we picked some pretty hard courses for the UTV class. It basically started at a start line, gave them a little bit of a track atmosphere in the beginning, and then they had to shoot up this hill called Gutbuster.
Yeah, I heard that was a bit of a gut buster for some of them anyway.
I guess you could say it ate a lot of guts out of some front diffs on these UTVs. That was the biggest failure I seen was front diffs.
Yeah, it sounds like they may want to get a hold of Super ATV or something like that. Get something a little more bulletproof there, huh?
That's right. And we had some rollovers, but a lot of these guys, they run PRP seats and the PRP harnesses, and it keeps them safe. A couple of them even run a Pruitt's off-road chassis. He's been building a lot of chassis for a lot of the guys.
Great chassis.
Brandon
chassis.
Davis, the second place guy in the series last year, is running a new Pruitt's off-road chassis. So these guys are really hustling, and the game in the UTV world has stepped up big time.
Yeah,
There's a lot of tube chassis, but at the end of the day, some of these guys in stock machines with good drivetrain in them or good suspension in them are still staying together.
Yeah.
The guy that took the win this past weekend and is now in the lead for the series is running some more RB Fab suspension parts, so doing really good. So
maybe why he made it first.
Maybe so.
The number one rock bouncing show. Well, that's what the three people I asked said. And now, these guys again.
All right, Clyde. We had 36 UTVs leaving that start line. Tell us how it
we
went.
did. 36 guys took off the start line, and I think about 20 finished.
20?
It was a really tough course.
The Gutbuster did get a few of them then, didn't it?
Gutbuster got a few of them. At the end of the day, we did have 5 guys come out on top. Austin Pruitt, which is Pruitt's off-road, he come in 5th place with a time of 86.16, earning him 41 points.
All right, and 4th we had Justin Pierpoint running at 84.91, earning him 42 points.
Just ahead of Austin Pruitt, and that's Justin Pierpoint. He's with ORB Fabrication, so I'd say he's doing pretty good with his parts. Also, Josh Cannon stepped up into third place with just over a tenth of a second ahead of Justin
Tenth
Pierpoint.
of a second. I mean, a tenth.
And it's also an ORB Fab chassis, and he done a good job and earned 43 points, just another point ahead of Justin Pierpoint.
Wow. All right, in second we had Stacy Wilhoit, excuse me.
Stacy Wilhoit.
Stacy Wilhoit. All right, he ran a 78.91. So that was what, about 6 seconds over Josh.
Yeah.
That's moving pretty well, earning him 46
They
points.
stepped it up pretty far.
Yeah,
so.
they did. I mean,
And he's running a Razor Sharp Customs chassis, so those guys are playing hard this year.
they
But
are.
at the end of the day, a name a lot of people know, Tim Cameron, actually borrowed Cole from Madram's Razor, which is mostly a stock machine with some good suspension parts under it.
Yeah, that must be a real friend right there. Let Tim borrow his ride.
That's right.
And he brought it back in one piece.
And he brought it back in one piece and actually took the win for the day with just a tenth of a second over Stacy Wilhoit with a 78.81.
Wow.
Earning him 50 points for the day, so it puts him in the lead for the series.
Man.
So
Some
at the end of
good
the day,
racing right
that's who we got, Tim Cameron in the lead. So if you got in the rest of the stats for all the rest of the drivers, just check it out at www.srrs.rocks.
See you next time.
The Southern Rock Racing Series UTV post-race show is brought to you by PRP Seats. Produced by Subtle Off-Road Productions. This has been a Rock Rigs production.